Hi, this is Roy Worley. Welcome to the interview show that brings on guests from all walks of life. Yeah, it's here that they tell their stories and delve a little deeper into their lives to see what got them where they are. So grab a drink, have a seat, and relax, because this is the Leo Effect.
When was the last time a short movie shook your emotions to the core? When was the last time a short movie caused you to rethink everything you stood for? When was the last time a short movie made you proud to be an American? When was the last time you felt the emotion to stand up and cheer after a short movie? The new short movie, I've Got Your Six, written and directed by Bill Foster, one of the industry's newest and fastest climbing directors, will answer all of those questions. Rarely has there been so much packed into a short movie that when you leave, you'll feel more proud of our American military veterans. A movie that was cast only with American military veterans will have you on the edge of your seat, cheering for our veterans and what makes America great. I've Got Your Six will be hitting the film festival scene soon. Be prepared to drop what you're doing and go see this powerful movie when it comes to your area. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the Leo Effect. Today, I'm joined by a very special guest. She's working on something that I definitely want to get out to the world, and I want you all to go check it out, so I really hope you do. But first, please allow me to introduce Tammy. How are ya?
Hey, I'm doing wonderful, and how are you tonight?
I am splendid on this wonderful night.
Yes, a beautiful day today.
Exactly. And I think that kind of is like a little bit of foreshadowing as to what we might be talking about, so I like it.
I believe so. Yes, of course. That's my whole life.
Beautiful. So let's start off with the usual question that kind of gets this whole thing rolling, and that would be, what is it that you feel like you're most known for? Like, what is it that you're doing? What brings you here today?
Okay, well, my thing is complete inspiration and positivity and just giving hope to every person that I can every day. I try to inspire as many people as I can, but my motto is if I can just touch one person every day, then that one person is certainly enough, and they are.
Okay.
For sure.
How are you going about doing that?
Well, I started out by doing Facebook Lives and just decided that I would use that platform to touch the friends that I had. And the friends just started coming more and more, the followers and little fans, and it just has grown and really taken off. And I would get all of these messages, from people that it really touched them, and lots of life-changing messages started coming in. And so one day I was actually working out, and it was a Friday, and I thought, TGIF. Everybody says, thank God it's Friday. And then I thought, well, that's not right. It should be TGIT. Thank God it's today, because every day is a gift. And what if we don't get to Friday? What if we don't ever have another Friday? So I jumped on Facebook Live and I shared that little thought, that sentiment, and everybody was like, this is brilliant. It's great. I love it. TGIT. Thank God it's today. And so I just began sharing it and hashtagging it and sharing it as much as I could. And everybody, just grabbed a hold of it, and it's just going crazy. Everybody's loving it.
That's so brilliant. I love it. TGIT.
That's my baby, great. TGIT. Thank God it's today.
That's great. And you're working on not just the merchandising and things like that, but you had made a mention that you were going to take this farther with podcasting and YouTube. Yes.
The goal is I have a book in the works. Ooh. And I have a book in the works, and then I want to take this to every platform that opens up for me, that's meant to be. If the people want it, I want to bring it to them. And of course, they're wanting the merchandise and, TGIT things. And of course, I want to bring that to them. But it's more about the mentality and having people embrace it. And so I would love, to start a podcast where we can have people come on and share hope and inspiration and positivity and how they've made it through hard times and how they embrace today, because that's what it's really about, treasuring today. That is the promise that we have, and we are not given tomorrow. So that's the goal.
That's awesome. That's perfect. That'd be really
I
cool.
just love it. I really, really love it so much that, and I so took on that mentality of thank God it's today, that I wake up and I don't know what day it is. I literally have to look at my phone and say, oh, okay. Like, I didn't know what today was. I was like, what day is this? I have to look at my phone. And I'm like, okay, it's Thursday, because I really, really do wake up with that mentality every single day is thank God it's today for me. And I wake up and I whisper, good morning, God. Thank God it's today. I'm just so grateful I get to wake up and be alive and get to have one more day. And I don't take anything for granted. The small things I say are actually the big things. And so just the little things that I used to take for granted, I don't anymore. And I just try to embrace every single thing that I can, every ray of sunshine, every raindrop that comes down. When you go through a transition in life like I have, it really just changes your mentality. And that's my hope to share with the world, is that, we may go through negative things. We will go through negative things, and we will go through very painful parts of our journey, but we still should find the gratitude through that journey and in that very day, because that's the gift.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And have you ever considered like possibly being a life coach?
Yes, absolutely. And I had never considered that until I had people actually write me and ask me. I had some ladies write me and say, would you be my life coach? Because I would pay you, call me every day and inspire me and help me to get going every day. And I work out very consistently 5 days a week, and I totally transform my body. I am a mom of 6. I'm 45 years old, and I just did. I transformed my body just alone at home, no gym, anything, just by myself. And I had a lady write me today and say, you have given me such hope and inspiration. And I in turn write her and say, you can do it. I believe in you. And so that is part of who I am. Most certainly, that is definitely a part of my whole heart, is to be a life coach at whatever level that entails, be it, just in general or personal one-on-one. It could, be either of those things.
Nice. And,
Yeah.
It sounds like with the foundations that you've already built, that could really be a good thing.
I agree. And that is all I want to do. I mean, the thing that I went through was a very difficult thing. I'm still in this major life transition. I'm not on the other side of it yet. Mm-hmm. But I decided my pain will not be in vain. I'm going to use it, and I'm going to help other people while I'm still walking through it. And, I posted a quote. I'm big on my quotes, and my Facebook page, which is Tammy, has quotes every day, all day. And that was part of that for me is, I'm so big about finding the hope for myself. And in that healing process, you can still help others heal on your journey. And I think that's why people relate to me and they resonate with me, is because I'm real. There will be Facebook Lives that I cry, that I break down and cry because of whatever I'm going through. And then I'll get feedback that, hey, I'm going through it too. And I know what you're going through because I'm feeling it too. But that helped me to get through today, to see that I'm not the only one hurting. And that for me is like part of it. Society leads us to believe that we should just wear this mask and everything should be perfect all the time. And it's not, it's not real life. We hurt, and we should feel like it's okay to hurt, but we should also feel that we could reach out to other people during those times. And so that's what I've tried to do, is to let people know I'm real and it's okay for you to hurt, because we all hurt. Nobody's perfect. Mm-hmm. And that's part of my journey, and what I want to do with other people is to let them know it's okay to hurt. It's okay to cry. You're normal. You're normal. Just pick yourself back up and keep going.
That's it. That's it right there.
Yeah. And that's what I want to do.
Keeping yourself like as a whole healthy? You had talked about doing you did workout and completely
Mhm.
physically changed, as well as the emotional and mental change that you're going through.
Yes.
So do you do like a workout that you created, or is this like, one of those like P90X or something along those lines?
I use, yes, I do use just a program that's just a 30-minute program every morning. But, I love the program, but I add my own things to it. And
Aha.
so I add weights and I have a Bowflex, so I'll add arm reps and ab reps and I rotate it. I'll do upper body, lower body. So I really just make it my own, honestly. And no one has taught me how to do it, but it clearly has worked. It's brought me great results. And just eating healthy, and I love my essential oils. What can I say? But yeah, I mean, I just totally have transformed my entire being, and it's been a wonderful, exciting thing. And like I said, it's all a journey. We never achieve the perfect place. We are works in progress, and we always will be. But we can always be better tomorrow than we were today, and that's the goal. Just
Yeah.
try to be better tomorrow than we even did today.
Yeah,
But still be
exactly.
grateful for today.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And if you miss your workout, don't beat yourself up about it. People are human, and we have things that come up, because so many people, like I had somebody write me and say, "Oh, you're so consistent. I missed a day." And I'm like, "That's okay. Just start back today." It's okay to miss. Like we are our own worst critic. And that's what I want people to stop doing, is yes, push yourself, but don't just give up because you missed one day or 2 days. Just hop right back into it and keep going. That is all our journey is about, is to keep going.
Yeah.
That is what we have to do all the time.
As far as that helping you to be physically energized, do you have any hobbies or anything that you do that keeps you like emotionally and mentally energized?
Oh, yes. I love jujitsu. I love my working out. I love to travel. I love to go explore new cities and just go and just, see what's in this city, and just explore it and try new things. And I love the beach. The beach is my most favorite place in the world. And so every chance I get to the beach. I was just there actually last weekend, and it's just such a place of peace for me, where I get so grounded and really just reflect and shut everything else out and just, really, really dig deep. And that's my place that I do that. So it's very special for me there.
No. And the
Very.
chaos of the waves and things like that is actually very soothing.
It's very peaceful, and the breeze and the birds. I mean, just everything. The whole picture for me is one of great peace, and I really love it.
Nice.
That's my go-to place. If I could go anywhere, like tomorrow, if I were given a ticket, please send me to the beach. That's where I want to go.
So, what's been the most favorite place you've traveled to so far?
Oh my goodness. Well, there are so many different places. Like, I had never been to New York City, and I was so excited to go. So I went to New York City, and I fell in love. I went at Christmas time, so I got to embrace the city with all of the hustle and the bustle of the people, but the lights, and it was cold, and the smell of all the foods, on the street as you walk. So that's what I mean by I embrace everything. I take nothing for granted. I just literally stood there and just took it all in. The people talking, and the smells of the food, and the roasted nuts, and the hot dogs, and the pretzels. And, it was beautiful. And it was one of my favorite experiences ever. I wouldn't trade New York City for anything. And the pizza, I'm a pizza girl. Come on. When I get that reward meal, not a cheat meal, when you work out all the time, you get a reward meal.
Aha.
And so, oh yeah, I got that reward pizza there in New York City. And best pizza ever. I loved it.
Your guilty
So
pleasure.
yeah, no, it's a reward. I mean, I worked out hard, so I
That's
deserved
cool.
that pizza that day.
So,
Absolutely wonderful. And everybody in New York was so nice. I was like, everybody complains. I mean, I didn't run into a single rude person. And it was the busiest time of the year. I mean, we were shoulder to shoulder, and everybody was just so kind and so nice. And I was like, maybe it's really what you put out is what you get, right?
Yeah.
That's, maybe that's the whole deal, is if you're being rude, maybe you receive that back, because I received nothing but kindness, and I loved it.
That's perfect.
Totally.
That makes the trip totally worth it.
Wonderful place. I can't wait to go back.
Well, kind of talking about your the book that you want to work on. Have you been doing any work on that, or is it just kind of, you're thinking about it, you're getting stuff ready for it? What's the where are you at with it?
I have definitely started it. I have started writing, and I received some advice from an author friend, and he was like, I encourage you to write one thing about what you went through, like part of your story, and then go ahead and jump forward, because a lot of that has been very painful. And he said, then jump forward to today and write about what you're grateful for today, or what you want to see in your future. And I loved that idea. And so I've been doing that pretty consistently. And more so than that, I'm working with some other people that are helping me with the project, and piece that together, that are published authors. So I have some really, really good support in that area, and I'm really looking forward to that.
That's great. I didn't know that that was the case. That sounds like you've really got this thing mapped out.
Well, I'm just here to accomplish a mission, and my mission, and I'm grateful because not many people know their mission in life. And I can honestly say, before I had a near-death experience is what I had. Before I had that, my whole mission in my life were my 6 children. And that's the only mission I had, was just to be a mom. And I thought that was it. That's a great thing. It's the greatest thing I've ever done so far. The greatest accomplishment I've ever achieved is them, because they're all wonderful and amazing people. But I just thought that was it. And then I go through this major experience, and then I woke up and I was like, okay, I know what I'm here to do now. I'm here to share my story and to help other people. And that is my mission. I say this with my whole heart, is my mission is to help one person every day. And if I can help just one person in that 24-hour period, that one was enough. And then my mission is accomplished that day. And so, I was working out the other day, sharing my story with this lady, and she said, I'm the one. You just took my breath away with what you shared with me. And I'm literally just speechless. And she said, I'm your one. And that was like at the very start of the day. And I was like, yay, mission accomplished. So it really, really is that big of a deal for me. That's my mission, is to help others in this life. And that's all I want to do in the whole world. The book's great. The TGIT mentality is the whole thing, but the people, I'm here for the people that hurt and the people that need that love, and to know that they're loved. And that's all I'm here for. That's it.
It's so great that you're doing that. Like, it really is. You go, girl. You get them.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm after those people that hurt. And that's why I do those Facebook Lives, I mean, I don't care. I'll just hop on it in my car, and I'll feel it. I don't script it out. I don't do anything. I'll just feel what I'm supposed to talk about, and I'll just hop on it live and say, hey, hey. And they love that. I say, hey, and they all say, hey. My little things I say. And that's it. I just share my heart, and no script, no anything. I'm just real, and we just talk, and they write me and they tell me their stories and how it helped them. And that's what matters to me, is that it helped those people, because they're the people that are here with me experiencing this. And I love them all. I love them greatly. And we're just all becoming great friends. And, I love it. I love the journey. I love the people.
That's great. That's awesome.
And I can't wait to do podcasts and all of that to help them more. I want other people to share their stories, so that everybody's story can be heard, because my story is my story. But you, however, have a different story, and your story can touch people that I can't touch. And that's why I find it very important that everyone share their story so that they can impact one person also.
Great. Have you been kicking around a name for the show?
Yeah, I've actually been asking all the fans and followers what they want.
Oh, cool.
Of course, I thought that we would stick with, Thank God It's Today. And I actually did a Facebook Live on this for my fan page, and we're going to do a poll, and we're going to see what everybody wants. But so far, Thank God It's Today. But the fans are all writing and saying, we want Thank God It's Tammy. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I was like, I'm like, I'd rather Thank God It's Today. But they're like, but no, when you come on, we're like, Thank God It's Tammy. She's here with us. She's telling us the story. She's, giving us hope. And I'm like, that is so sweet, but I like Thank God It's Today better. But it's going to be for them. So I have to go with what they choose. And I got another suggestion, and it was really cute, and I can't remember it offhand, but it was something on the play of the whole thing, like, Thank God It's Today with Tammy. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, no, that's pretty cute. I thought that was a pretty good suggestion. So I may put that in the poll, and I'll let them choose. It's going to be their show. It's for them. So I want to give them what they want.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's what I wanted to do. I'm here to be there for them. That's all I'm here for. So
yeah,
I want them to pick it.
Well, kind of going back to the book, I thought of a question about that I want to ask is, you kind of touched on it, so I want to maybe get a bit more of an elaboration. So is this going to be like a biography, or is it going to be like, oh, here's a story, here's what I learned from it, and people can take away what they kind of perceive?
We haven't decided yet.
Okay.
The ones I'm working with, we haven't decided if we're going to do it as just strictly my whole life story, or if we do it like that, like some different stories, and then add in some of my quotes, because I'm a huge quotes person. If you follow me on Facebook, I'm always putting quotes, and they're very positive and give you inspiration and give you hope. It could be that we share a story and then we put some quotes that relate to that subject, like it could be anything like relationships and what quotes, align to that. So there's a lot on the table with that. Haven't really came to that conclusion just yet.
Cool. Well, I'm definitely eager to see how that plays out. I'm kind of very interested in that.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
So with things kind of winding down a little bit here, if you can believe it, I'd like to open the floor up to you so that you can tell people, specifically where to go to follow along. Like how can they find you on Facebook or Twitter or Insta, whatever social medias you're on?
All righty. Well, I am on Facebook as Tammy Smith Martin. That's my personal page, but I think I have 6 spots left, so it's pretty full. However, we just created a new fan page, and that's on Facebook as Tammy, Tammy. And we just created a new Instagram, and that Instagram is Thank God It's Today 01. And as soon as you start typing in Thank God, it pops right up. It's the number one thing. And you'll see a cute little sunshine logo, because thank God it's today, right? Every day begins with the sun, even if you can't see it. But every day the sun rises, what brings a new day. So the sun rises in the logo. So you can find us on those 2 pages right now. And Twitter will be built this weekend. So
neat.
If you go, we'll have Twitter going as well. So it's all a baby. This is my baby. Thank God It's Today is the baby. And so you guys, whoever's listening, you all get to join me and help us create this baby and watch it, be born and grow. And like today, I did a Facebook Live on the Facebook page, and there was a fan from Thailand. Ooh. And I was like, wow. They were like, hello from Thailand, TGIT. And I was like, yay. I mean, it's so exciting to already have international fans on the fan page.
Yeah, that's great.
That is incredible to me, and it really touched my heart. So yeah, we're ready to take this thing as big as it wants to go. We're really excited for it. So just that Tammy page on Facebook, and everything will be listed on there. Like the Twitter link is there, and an email and all of that. The Twitter's coming, so it's all on that Tammy page.
Great. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm so honored and so grateful to be here with everybody tonight.
Yeah, and that was where I wanted to go next, is to say thank you so much for coming on and telling me all these little bits and pieces about yourself. You seem like just an amazing person with such an amazing story, and you're really trying to pay it forward and help everybody out. It's such a noble cause, and I love it.
You're going to make me cry.
Oh.
I'm very sentimental, and I mean it. You just really touched my heart, because that's exactly who I am. I am here for everybody that's hurting out there and people struggling through life. No one should be alone. So If you're listening to me out there, just know that somebody's here for you. So you can come and find me on Facebook and on Instagram and Twitter this weekend, and know that somebody does care and that I will be there for you.
Oh, such a nice thing.
Absolutely. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. For reals, thank you so much for coming on and talking to me. You've been great.
Yes. Thank you for having me. I just can't express enough, how grateful I am. I'm very grateful for this opportunity.
Perfect. And to everybody who is listening, to everybody who tuned in this evening, or I guess morning, whenever you'd be listening to this, or, just today in general.
Today, thank God.
Exactly. Just, make sure that you're going to all the respective websites and social medias and everywhere that you can, and clicking the likes, the subscribes, the bells, the dings, the dongs, all of it. Just click, and follow along, because this is going to be an amazing, like, get in on the ground floor, because this is going to be crazy. You're going to love it.
Yep. I'm excited. I'm excited for everybody to join us.
Exactly. So thank you to all the fans who checked us out, and stay tuned for the next episode of The Leo Effects. See y'all later. Oh, now that was an awesome interview. Thanks so much for listening. You all are so great. And don't forget to head to Facebook, Insta, and Twitter and follow The Leo Effects. If you want to hear some comedy and ridiculous voices, check out Shattered Dungeons on YouTube and all other places podcasts can be heard. And you'll hear me voicing crazy characters, usually pretty terribly. So thank you so much. You all are the absolute best. And we will see you all on the next episode.